of a time when you felt deeply engaged in a team project? To understand Parshat Teruma, we have to look at the entirety of the book of Exodus. I'll divide it into 3 distinct sections. The first, chapters 1 to 15, tell the Israelite story from slavery to freedom. The second section, chapters 16 to 24, tell the movement to and from Sinai and the giving of the Torah, the law. And 3, chapters 25 to 40, list the instruction and execution of the Mishkan, our portable temple in the wilderness. The order makes a lot of sense. First, we have a shared story of our anguish, God's salvation, and Moshe's leadership. Without freedom, we can't receive and observe the laws that unite us. Once we have laws, we move from a shared past to shared values and behaviors. Our shared history and values enable us to build a holy community. The Mishkan represents the centerpiece of our camp, literally and emotionally, as a way to access the sacred. We needed more than freedom. We needed transcendence. All of this activity was to fulfill God's mandate, quote, "and let them make me a sanctuary, v'shachanti b'tocham, that I may dwell among them." Commentaries on this verse emphasize the second them. When they build this portable sanctuary, I will live in them. But the first them, I believe, explains the second. God will live in them, the people, because each one of them made a personal contribution to a joint project of holiness. One of the most important functions leaders have is to bring people, disparate people, together to work towards a common purpose using their God-given talents and motivating participation. Leadership expert Patrick Lencioni believes that such projects serve another function. They help minimize the differences that stymie people from getting the work done. In his book, Silos, Politics, and Turf Wars, a leadership fable about destroying the barriers that turn colleagues into competitors, Lencioni identifies silos as barriers that exist within an organization that cause people who are, quote, supposed to be on the same team to work against one another. He blames leaders for this, saying that many executives fail to provide themselves and their employees with a compelling context for working together. The consequences of silo behavior are not insignificant. To Lencioni, they can create profound pain. Lencioni suggests that the best way to bring people together is to create short-term projects that everyone in a company or team can work on together for a limited period of time, to connect the company's long-term vision to its short-term objectives. The leader has to provide a unifying sense of purpose that highlights everyone's contribution and gets people moving in the same direction. Moshe helped every person who labored in the construction of the Mishkan to become one of its key stakeholders, and each found a profound connection to it and to the God who would one day dwell in them. Community is formed ultimately by builders rather than buildings. Leaders lead best when they create a community of stakeholders. So, what project can you create that will lower the barriers and take down the silos between people and create genuine stakeholders?